Hi everybody, I am running a bit late this month because of water damage in my basement and because I kind of waited till the last minute to order these stickers. It's late, but it's okay. Better late than never. Today I'll be setting up my calendar for the month of July in my MakseLife vertical undated planner. I already set my goals for the month, so we'll talk about them, but we're not gonna set them during this video. And like I said, it's running a bit late. I had ordered all of these kits for the whole of my previous planner, which video you can see has gone up on my channel on this past week. But I wasn't sure if I was sticking with MakseLife for the whole year, so I didn't order the whole year's worth at a time. So by the time I ordered them, it was gonna take a while. So this video was gonna be late regardless, and then we had water damage in the basement. So anyway, let's get going. So this is my new one. I will leave link down below my setup video where I got my this whole thing set up with all of this stuff in here and the stuff I pulled out with my annual goals, everything else. That's all already happened in a different video. Before we actually set the month of July up, to go over last month's goals, how they went, and then go over the goals I have set for the upcoming month. Now, if you do not care about the goals, check the timestamps and you can go straight to the monthly setup. We'll start with personal. The focus was to create the Nook Art Studio, and I did a little bit of that in the month of June, but did not finish that in the month of June. And I did not paint at all. So that did not go as well as I had hoped. I did do daily plant and garden check-ins. I did get my manicure. I did do June One Little Word. I didn't take the Xeriscape class because I was sick that weekend, and I did go to the pottery class, but then like the next couple of weeks, some shit came up and I wasn't able to go. And so it kind of pooped out on me. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but I did give it a try and it was fun, but it's not something I'm really interested in continuing to pursue. I'd rather continue to work on painting. Do fun summer shit, I did take that. I never went ahead and finished doing this. The end of the month, if you watch my flip through, kind of fell apart on me. We did not go to the botanical gardens. We did not go on a Boulder day trip, but we did go to the farmer's market. We did not go to Denver Pride because I was sick, but I did take a 3-day weekend. I did these modules in work and learning, but I did not finish these other two things. So that is gonna get booted forward, but you'll see it's not gonna be something I'm gonna focus on in July. As for family and relationships, I can't even remember what actually got done and what didn't with quality time. So we're just gonna walk away from that. For health and wellness, for the habits, I will say the ones I did the best on, I'll give a full blown just cross off to, was the water, walking Layla, and the bedtime. I was not so great at the blood pressure. I was kind of okay at cooking dinner. I was kind of okay at closing rings, and the Peloton just didn't happen. I did not, so for spiritual and personal growth, did not attend the service and coffee hour, which you'll see in next month's goals. I am just not worrying about in the month of July because I have too many other things going on. These two things, the budget meeting and evaluate expenses, are getting moved to July. Getting the kids ready to go to California and we had just a bunch of random shit come up this past month that sort of took priority over a bunch of our goals. And so certain things just didn't happen. Now, when it came to take care of annoying shit, my physical environment focus, I did both linen closets. Those are done. The bedroom print, we talked about that in the other video, but I got it framed. It was gonna go on the wall, and then Layla, we put it on the bed to like measure and didn't stop to think that Layla now gets on our bed. She jumped on the bed and put a hole through it. So I had to reorder it. Now it is in my bedroom, and it's going on this month's goals, which I did not put on there, so I'm adding it right now. So that did not happen, but we did everything we could and it just did not work. And then we got the deck taken care of, although we still need to get like a maintenance thing done on the deck. As for daily Roomba, kind of. Spreadsheets, kind of done. And the kids' rooms are kind of done. So a lot of kindas on this last month, but that's okay. Honestly, coming out of it, like, I am just glad to have gotten through June. June was just between having a new kitten, which when I even set these goals, I don't think we had the kitten yet. Having a new kitten that we had to juggle and just a bunch of random shit that kept coming up. Any progress I made is fine with me. So now that we've talked about June, let's go look at July. Now note that these goals were made after I did my quarterly assessment and I saw how things were going. That video is linked down below. So let's start with personal. For my personal goals this next month, I want to take advantage of the kids being gone. Now, if you are a divorced parent who shares custody, you know that having your kids gone with their other parent is like a mixed bag. It really hurts and it sucks to not have them with you. It's like a hole that doesn't get filled, but you can take care of certain things when they're not around. As a matter of fact, when I was sharing 50-50 custody with the kids, one of the things that pulled me out of my depression was realizing if I took care of all of this shit on the weeks they weren't with me, I had more time with them on the weeks they were with me. It's different now. We have them almost full time. They go and see their dad for their breaks and their vacations, which is where they're at right now. So it's a little bit different, which means that now I have about a month without them here. So I really should do some things that maybe would not be as easy to do if they were here. Nothing on my little tasks here actually goes with that particular thing. I think it's mainly just sort of a vibe I want to pull. So most of these are things I have been doing already. Manicure, the one little word for July, and then daily garden check-ins, and then 2 new walk recipes. This is the big piece of this take advantage of the kids not being here, because most walk recipes that I have discovered do not make enough food to feed us as a foursome, mostly because RJ is 6'5" and still growing. So trying new walk recipes, really, I want to try them as they're written rather than doubling them, because when you double a walk recipe, sometimes it can get out of control really quickly. So trying a couple of new ones while the kids are gone will not only get me towards my bucket list goal of walk tossing, but also give me an opportunity to see if it's worth it to make it for the kids when they're home and worth it to figure out how to double it. I think I have a theme going here with my focuses, because they're not really necessarily, the focuses are not always connected to the actual tasks, but it's more like something to really aim towards, because it's the same for fun and recreation. The focus is to prep for our trip. We're going to see my sister in Oregon, and Jess and I will be driving with Layla. We have some prep to do in terms of packing, in terms of doing enough work ahead of time to be able to take the time off, in terms of getting Layla prepared for the trip. But most of these items have nothing to do with that. So I've got Fridays off on here. I've already checked one off. I've got the Lavender Festival, which is at the Botanic Gardens. I want to go to that even if it's just me, but I'll take Jessie. I'm a member, so it's less expensive to go. And we have a friend who's also a member. We might go with her. So even if he doesn't want to go, I want to go. And then I need to email my ex-husband some information about flights and money. And then there's a thing that Jess and I have tickets to. It's called the Big Eat here in Denver. And what it is a fundraiser for this nonprofit that is devoted to supporting Denver's independent restaurant scene. And so they have this big fundraiser where you go and you try all these foods and you can taste wines and ciders and stuff. It's right up our alley. And so Jess and I are going to that. Those are just stuff that we're gonna work on for fun and recreation. Now for work and learning, it's one of 2 goals this month where I didn't put any action items because I have other things I need to focus on right now. And for this one, I put focus on freelance. I have a big freelance job that I want to get done before the end of the month. And I just want to focus on that, so I'm not worried about anything else when it comes to work and learning. For family and relationships, spend time with Jessie is my focus. I did already have my RJ lunch because he's already gone. He just left today to go to California, but we took care of that already. And we already had friends over. That happened right at the beginning of the month. So the other things for family and relationships, Jess and I are trying to now have once a week a dog-friendly date night where we go out for dinner or something with Layla. And then I want to go see my grandma. She's not doing so well, although that might just wait till our trip since she's in Oregon, very south Washington state, and my sisters and I want to drive over. I just don't know if I'm feeling well enough to make a quick trip outside of that. And then a couple coffee dates with friends. The other thing I didn't put on here that I need to is Jess and I are having our wedding anniversary this month. We'll be married 9 years. And we need to do something for that. Although part of me thinks this Big Eats could be our anniversary celebration, but we were going to that anyway, so I don't know if that counts or not. I need to talk to him. Going to health and wellness, my focus is on exercise and food basics. I was talking to my nephrologist, my kidney function is still slowly declining, but most of my other things are doing okay. I just want to, again, be not only compliant for transplant, but also I've been feeling so crappy so often and so exhausted that if I can use diet and exercise to give me a little bit back, that might be helpful. So that's what we're working on. And all of my habits for the month of July are coming from these goals. So 120 ounces of water. I still have not found a water tracking app that I like. I want to use Plant Nanny. Plant Nanny is back, but you have to pay for it. And I just don't know if I want to do that or not. So I'd love suggestions. I got some on Instagram, but I just haven't found one that I like. It's Plant Nanny is what I really want. I just don't want to fucking pay for it. Anyway, Peloton, ride the Peloton. I need to put how many times? Just fucking get on it, Cindy. Walk Layla, check my blood pressure, track my meds. If you have not seen my planner flip through, that's where this is coming from. I have had in the past month multiple slip ups with my medication. After being great for so long, I have slipped up enough where there was one day where I was in bed all day because of it, because I'm on so many different medications and so many different blood pressure medications that it's very easy if I mess up and take meds in the wrong order or too close together that I will be exhausted and need to lay down. So meds are going back on my weekly layout for the time being. And then making dinner, how often I can make dinner, and then putting on sunscreen. This is a new one, and the reason I have this one is because while I am fantastic at wearing sunscreen on my face every single day, it's part of my skincare and my makeup and everything else. Like I have an actual sunscreen, not just sunscreen in my makeup, but like it's just part of my daily thing. But I have not been great at putting it on the other parts of my skin that are exposed, and as I am potentially predisposed towards skin cancer, both because my grandmother has had multiple skin cancers removed, but also when you get a kidney transplant, the medications you go on make you more susceptible to skin cancer and other cancers. I want to be in the habit of putting body sunscreen on every day as well. So that's the thing. Like when I say sunscreen, it's not just my face. I'm not worried about that. It's my body. And then like I said earlier, I put nothing for spiritual and personal growth because I just have other things like my medications and stuff like that that I really want to focus on this month. For financial, my focus is to prep for the vacation, making sure we have the money set aside for it. That budget meeting, I don't know why I put budget meeting July, I meant expenses. Holy shit. I did that while I was filming this and I just, whatever. To reset our expenses. And then my Hot Wallet Summer Challenge, which is the no-buy I'm doing for the summer. I will leave that video linked down below, but those are the two things I want to focus on for finances this month. And then for physical environment, my focus is the office, the caveat being if I can manage to get it fixed. The ceiling, the water damage. I've got a vlog up about that. I'll link that. There's gonna be a lot of videos linked down below, but yeah, we had some water damage in the ceiling of my basement. Nothing else got fucked, but because of that, my office is a mess, so I need to go and like clean it up and get it all redone and everything. And so that I want to get done this month, assuming we get it fixed this month. The other couple things I have on here, like I said, I put hanging my print up here because fucking Layla. And then finishing the spreadsheet with all of the maintenance stuff and getting our HVAC serviced is the other thing I want to get done. So those are my goals for the month of July. It's going to be a busy month in general, but most of these seem pretty doable. So let's go to the monthly calendar. I'm just going to start by throwing these stickers down, throwing down the months. Whoops, let's not throw that. I'm working on my coffee table right now because of the aforementioned water damage. So see if I can get this lined up beautifully for our first month in this planner, huh? Come on, Cindy. Come on, Cindy. Come on. All right, I got my tweezers. I got my numbers. Oh shit, I pulled off this and I didn't realize the 4 got taken with it. Oh, balls. Where are you at, number 4? Oh, there you are, number 4. We need that for the 4th of July, although it's not like, you know, I know a lot of people haven't felt like celebrating the 4th of July this year for various reasons, but it's still a day and it still needs its number. It's hard to see what you're doing already when you're kind of like trying to keep everything in camera frame but not put your head in camera frame, which I know I never fucking succeed at. But what makes it even harder is that I'm working on my coffee table right now, so I'm having to bend over even extra. I'm like doing planner yoga right now. Kind of want to get some of those long needle nose tweezers like the ones Kristen uses from Christian Designs. But then again, what did I just say? Hot wallet summer, Cindy. Hot wallet summer. You have a pair of perfectly fine tweezers that you were sent by one of your lovely subscribers and patrons. You don't need new tweezers. New tweezers aren't going to make laying these little numbers down any less of a pain in the ass. Managed to get all the numbers in correctly, and that means that August starts on a Monday. We love to see it. So this situation is where I've been putting the bills that I'm responsible for paying. That's what that's there for. I was originally gonna put in like all of the time that we don't have the kids, but I actually don't have enough of these strips. So instead, because Sunny is already gone. I mean, now RJ today left, but Sunny left on the 1st of, is it the 1st? I think they left on the 1st, because their summer camp started. They went to a like youth summer camp. It started on the, it's that Sunday, whatever that day was. I think it was the 3rd. And so they got there early to stay with a friend of theirs for a couple days before going to camp, especially since they didn't want to travel with like a sleeping bag and all the other bullshit you need for that camp. Like, they brought all their clothes, but for all like the incidental stuff that you need for summer camp, their friend was kind enough to share with them because they didn't want to have to travel with that just to not need it for the whole rest of the time they were with Dad and then with my sister. What I'm basically just putting in here is when RJ, it was with me until he left today. I love this slice tool, but if you jab yourself with it, it still hurts. So we'll use this puppy here. That's fucking crooked. Everything is looking so crooked today when it looks fine when I lay it down, but then when I sit back up again, I'm like, oh, ball sack. It's fucking not good. I'm not gonna put any other long lengths of time though, because I don't need to for the rest of this month. So let's just get going on a week by week basis. And I am gonna backdate some of these things. Friday had 2 things other than RJ still being in Colorado. We had Sunny's flight, which was at 9:55. And I have no problem saying that because it's already happened. And then Jess and I had a dog-friendly date night reservation that night at 7:30. Neither of those fit on there the way I wanted them to. That's okay though. Saturday, we had friends over. And then Sunday I had streams. I just canceled them because I didn't have a setup ready yet. I'm still not sure how the setup is gonna work. But then I did have a check-in for RJ, and then Wookie, which was Sunny's camp, also started on Sunday. Backdating. And I will just insert a picture here of Odin sleeping next to me because it is really fucking cute. It's so nice to not have to put A and B days in. Hopefully, I mean, I'm gonna have to put A and B days in for RJ for next year, but I really, really hope, like, is it bad that I hope that he has to sit around for an hour and a half with a free period rather than having to have a random fucking driving schedule every single day? Is that too much for me to ask? I don't know. Is that rude? Am I a rude mom? Am I a rude dude? Probably. Backdating some bullshit. It's like hot outside, but it's also rainy and gloomy, and it's just, I still can't get over that. Okay. So that was that week. The next week, looking at my calendar. So Monday was the 4th of July. Should I just put it in there? Like, I'm not, guys, like, I really don't give a fuck about the 4th of July. Some of you may be like, but Cindy, where's your patriot? I'm not a very patriotic person, okay? But I will put it here because there's nothing else on there. It's never been my thing. It's always felt like disingenuous to be excited about the 4th of July or be excited about saying the pledge or singing the national anthem or standing for the national anthem. They don't feel even like, while they might be aspirational, it doesn't feel aspirational, right? And so it's just that's the way I've always been. And then like, if you celebrate the 4th or whatever, for whatever reason, then that's totally your thing. This is not a rant about the 4th of July. I should not get into that, but whatever. You know me, I can't fucking stop saying things. Okay, so on the 5th, again, this has already happened, but that's okay. I had pest control come in that day. I had Patreon Live, which I actually did, testing out my new setup. I still haven't figured out the hands, this kind of setup, but I got a face forward setup, and you guys are gonna be excited for what's coming. And I had doctor's appointment all on Friday, Thursday. No, fuck. What day is that? Tuesday. And it was at a different time than usual because my doctor's appointment, I had to like be out of there in time. The medical campus where I go to my kidney doctor, and like where my transplant center is doing construction on one of their parking garages to create a new parking area, which is great, but in the meantime, you have to park all the butt fuck out of nowhere. In the morning when I went for blood work, it was gorgeous. And then in the afternoon I went and it was pouring, but it didn't start pouring till after I left, so I was wearing flip-flops and a tank top and shorts, and it was just not the business. The only thing I had on the calendar was we were going out to dinner with RJ, which didn't wind up working because the restaurant we were going to, which was one we had been to before and that was dog-friendly, was not dog-friendly anymore. So that was a bummer. In the rain, we wound up ordering in. But what I will just say is, I'll do that with this guy, RJ dinner. No, RJ dinner, because we did that, even if it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And then the next day this today, his flight actually was late, but the original time was 2:30. He has boarded now though. Fingers crossed everything's going well. I guess you'll hear about it by now, by the time you see this video. Friday, I have a phone call at 5. And other than that, we don't really have much going on. But Friday is is it Friday? Or is it Saturday? Fuck. I'm looking at Facebook. Jesse's gonna fucking kill me. I can never remember what day our anniversary is. God, I'm a terrible person. Okay. So I'm gonna grab out an anniversary sticker from the Celebrations collection because, God, these are wide. Did I write all that? Anniversary. And maybe what I'll do is grab one of these blue ones. No, we'll do pink. No, we'll do blue because the sticker that I'm putting on there for the call I have is pink. I don't know. We were gonna try and do something for, we were gonna try and do something on Friday for our anniversary. I don't know what we're gonna do. I just don't know, you guys. Anniversary, it's 9 years. And then Saturday, I'm pretty sure I have nothing going on. I don't usually have anything scheduled on Saturdays. We try and keep them unscheduled. And then I have streams on the 10th. If you're wondering about whether or not it's gonna be a live plan with me, no. I'm not doing streams on the main YouTube channel for the next month. I'm taking a break from them in part because I just need a break, but also there's some stuff going on in the next couple months that I don't want in real time necessarily on the channel, which is ironic because you're like, oh, but Cindy, obviously your July plan with me is going up a couple weeks late. Now that was actually for different reasons, which we talked about already. The biggest issue for me is just that I need a break from them, but I'm doing them with my patrons, not because I'm like, oh, the patrons get everything and you guys don't. I'm just moving all of my usually free content over to paid content. No, the biggest reason is that I don't necessarily want to do plan with me, so I want to experiment a little bit. And now I did all this, I made this choice before the basement situation happened. So it's working out really well because that means that I don't have to, I can experiment with my setup. But don't worry, when I come back towards the end of August, we're gonna have so much fun together. I'm hoping to get a video up on Sundays regardless, but that hasn't been exactly the most consistent thing in the last couple of weeks, but it's mainly just because, again, the fucking basement shit just threw me for a loop. And as somebody who really relies on my habits, I'm not like a super routine-oriented person, but at the same time, if you fuck with my routine and my like daily, I don't have very complicated routines, but the routines I do have, if you fuck with them, the proverbial you fucks with them, I get very cranky. And I'm cranky as fuck this week about it. But if you would like a video on my super simple, I'm a sick mom who has no time for bullshit routines, let me know. This month is already full-ish and my kids aren't even here for most of it. It's gonna calm down, I'm pretty sure, this next week. So Monday, all I have is a call. Tuesday, I have a patron live stream. Hopefully by then, I will have figured out a top-down live stream. Wednesday, we have the cleaners. Nothing on Thursday so far. Nothing on Friday. Nothing on Saturday. Streams on Sunday. This is basically, I think, how the rest of it, no, it's not exactly true. Although one of those days is the Saturday, I think, is the day I'm gonna go to the Lavender Festival. Are the tickets still available? Let's find out. I have the Botanic Gardens app on my phone because I am a member. I need a members only jacket. There's still tickets left, so I am going to say 11. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not even putting farmer's market on here because I just don't know what's gonna happen this month. And then streams. And then is there anything this week that I wanna throw on here from the Celebrations collection? I'm basically just procrastinating just enough to let this dry. There's not a lot going on in the month of July that is really applicable to me. Like there's a lot going on. There's holidays and shit that are applicable to other religions or to people who care about like Cow Appreciation Day, but I don't care about most of these like random holidays, and the religious holidays don't apply to me. But there is some coming up, just not this week. This week that I'm in the middle of right now. Now we're going into the next week, and this is the week I'm gonna have some holidays to put on here, but there's other stuff going on as well. So back to my calendar. Normally I write all this down ahead of time so that I can just easily access it, but I didn't do that this time. So nothing on Monday. Tuesday we've got a patron live. Wednesday, Sunny has their appointment with the orthodontist, and even though they're in California, I'm gonna want to give them a call to remind them. Thursday, Lou has a vet appointment. My little Lulu. He's over there, he's like, what? What? It's just his year. He's 3 years old now. He just needs to go in for whatever, you know, vaccines and such. Checkup, well visit. Friday, Layla has an appointment. It's just a nails appointment to get her nails trimmed. That evening, the kids are flying to be with my sister. I got nothing scheduled on Saturday. And then Sunday is streams. It's not a brokenly full month. It's got enough going on even with the kids being gone. For this week, was there anything? Yes, there was one day, hammock day. And this is important to me because we have a hammock for the backyard and we need to get it, we had it up, but then we took it down because the original ropes that the previous owners left for us are kind of starting to wear out, but the new hammock has new ropes, so we're just gonna get it all put up and then we'll have a hammock day. And then the other day that I'm interested in is Wine and Cheese Day on the 25th and Get Gnarly Day on the 30th. Both of those days interest me heavily. Because they do. We'll put the Wine and Cheese Day down because I love me some wine and cheese. Maybe not the wine so much right now. It does make me feel kind of crummy. And then July 30th is Get Gnarly Day, which I want just because it has the word gnarly and I love that. Tuesday I've got a patron live. Wednesday I've got the cleaners. My nails are on the 21st, actually. Well, that's not what I was expecting. Okay. I thought it was the week after that, but whatever. 11 a.m. I guess I hadn't confirmed it. They use like the Fresha app. I don't know if any of you guys have used that before, but I know both Sunny's hair place and my nail place, both, I mean, I guess it's my hair place too. They cut my hair, but I'm not the one who gets like a dye job on the regular. They use an app called Fresha, which like manages all your appointments and shit. It's very convenient, but at the same time, I'm like, fuck, did I not put that on my calendar? Okay, anyway, so Monday, the patron live cleaners. Thursday the 28th is the Big Eat, which is the thing I was talking about before the festival Jess and I are gonna go to. Then nothing on Friday, nothing on Saturday, and nothing on Sunday. So those are my last couple of things for the month. And I'm not gonna make it like super fancy and add all sorts of other random stickers because A, I don't care that much. I would have to hunt to find some random stickers that were specific for this, and I just don't really want to. Like, this gives me an overview of my month. It gives me something to check on that's easier to read than my Google Calendar when it comes to an overview. Once I've got all of these things in, it's just adding things as the month continues. So this is what my month is looking like. Lots going on. Kids are gone. Ninth anniversary. That means 10 years next year that we're married. Holy shit. Anyway, so I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What do you have coming up in the month of July? Do you have anything interesting, anything fun, any same old, same old? I think of everything I'm looking forward to this month. I'm really looking forward to that Big Eat Festival because that just sounds delightful. So, or if it's nothing, then just tell me about your July. Tell me something. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, friends, peace.